Hi guys, welcome back to Investor Prime TV. David here. If you're new, this channel is a one-stop shop for anything investment. So investment discussions, investment ideas, stock picks, when to get in the market, when to get out the market, and how long to hold your positions for. So make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. So before we get into today's video, like always, I'm going to share with you guys my live trading account portfolio. All right, because I'm on a journey to 100K, currently doing a marathon. So journey to 100K. And I want to share with you guys my journey every step of the way. All right, as you guys can see, this is my live trading account portfolio. All right, so my balances are in US dollar cash is $10,900 and in Great British pounds is £7,800. So in today's video, I'm going to discuss with you two stocks that I believe are ready to rise, or are going to rise in the next coming days or even weeks. All right, stock number one, the ticker symbol is SPWH, so Sportsman's Warehouse. And the reason why I believe Sportsman's Warehouse is going to rise, they've had a positive income and also positive sales. So the income this year is $71 million and the sales is $1.2 billion. All right, which are very good, and it shows good growth within this year and positive performance within this year. For a technical note, we'll go to the chart and I'll show you why I believe this stock is primed to rise. Alright guys, here's the chart of SPWH, so Sportsman's Warehouse Holdings. Pretty much the price has been dropping, from $15 all the way down to $11.80 where it closed on Friday. This is actually a good time to get in because the price has been dropping so much. There's a lot of fear in the market right now, okay? So a lot of people are selling their shares thinking, okay, that's the end of Sportsman's Warehouse. They've lost faith in it for whatever reason. But I firmly believe that this presents a good buying opportunity in the market, okay? So first of all, they've had the most recent quarterly earnings announcement has been positive, okay? So if I just click here, so as you can see from the last earnings, they beat the estimated earnings basically by 44%, so they outperformed what they were expected to perform. So despite this, the price has just been falling. I believe the prices continue to fall because, like I mentioned, a lot of investors have fear that, the stock is done for, the company is done for, etc. So they've been selling off the stock. So this is a great time for you guys to get in on the stock. Okay. And another reason why I believe it's a good time. All right. So just pull up the RSI indicator, so the relative strength indicator, okay? So this basically shows when a stock is overbought or oversold. So it's usually good for telling you when a correction is bound to happen, all right? So the key levels are the 70. If it's above 70, then this shows the stock is overbought. If it's below 30, this shows the stock is oversold. And whenever it gets to these levels, it tends to correct back down to the opposite level. All right. So for instance, here it got to over 70. Okay. The market came back down until pretty much now where it's getting towards 30, which is a reason why I believe it's a good time to buy. Okay. Because the minute this gets to 30 or below, then this shows that the stock is actually oversold. So it's likely, very likely to rise. Okay. And quite likely to rise back up to the 70, so it could get up to 15. Okay, and another tool I can use is pretty much my trusty Fibonacci retracement tool. So from basically where it started falling to the bottom, okay, so basically from $15 down to $11 roughly. So I'm going to use my key levels 38%, 50%, and 61% to retrace back to. All right, so I believe the price is going to retrace back to these levels. So if you bought around this level, $11, the price is likely to retrace back to $13, or it can even retrace all the way back up. So if it's a good correction, it can retrace back up to this resistance, the resistance of $14.60, so roughly around $15. Okay, the price is likely to retrace to. Okay, but one level I'm going to be looking out for is the $13.20, roughly around $13. Okay, which is near enough the 38%. The reason for this is this used to be a good support and the bears actually broke that support. So now technically it's a resistance. although it's not been tested yet. It might be my take profit, or it will definitely be an area to watch for. Alright, I'll wait to see what the price does around this area. Stock number 2, DLTH, or Duluth Holdings. Again, they've had positive income and sales this year. So the income is $16 million and the sales are $642 million. So which shows a lot of growth within the company this year. So the next stock that I mentioned is going to rise, and I believe is going to rise, is DLTH, or Duluth Holdings. So similar to the Sportsman Warehouse, the last earnings announcement, it beat the predicted earnings. All right. So basically the estimated was actually minus 0.02 and it got a figure of 0.05. So it beat the predicted earnings by 244%. You know, this shows a lot of growth in the company and instills a lot of confidence within investors. So I believe investors are going to rush to this stock and drive the price right up. Just like the Sportsman's Warehouse, all right, I'm going to get the RSI. The reason for this is I want to see if this stock is oversold and to see a good time to get in. Okay, because the stock, as you can see, the stock price has actually been falling, okay, since pretty much the 30th of November. All right, it's been falling from $15 down to $10. Okay, so I want to see if it's oversold. And from the RSI, the current RSI value is 27, which indicates that this is actually oversold and it's bound to start rising. Okay, so this is a good time to get in on this stock, a very good time to get in on this stock. All right, and using my trusted Fibonacci retracement tool, my levels would pretty much be, again, it's the 38, the 50, and the 61. Because it was a fairly small bearish run, those levels, those key levels are quite tight. They're very close together. So if I was to get in on this stock, I'll wait to see what will happen when the price rises to $12. Okay, so it's likely to rise from here. It might fall a little bit further and then start rising. All right, but in essence, it's likely to rise to $12. Okay, so what happens when it rises to $12? I believe it's likely to get to the 50%, which is the $12.87, so roughly $13 mark. And the reason for this is because this is actually a support, all right, that was created. It's now become a resistance. So if you look back, this was a good resistance, okay? And then the bulls broke that resistance and then it became a support. So that's what happened when the price came back down, tested it, all right? And then the bulls kicked in, showing that this was a good support, all right? But the bears brought the price way back down. And I believe a lot of investors thought the earnings was going to be bad. And then they started driving the price down in anticipation for this. Okay, so the earnings was good. So I believe the price is actually going to start rising now. Going forward, what I'm going to do with this stock is I'm going to wait to see what happens, or I could get in on this stock. It's a good time to get in on the stock, so you can go ahead and get in on the stock, but be very wary around these levels. Okay, if you get in on the stock. If you get in on this stock and the price rises, what I suggest you can do is you can trail your stop losses. So for every movement in your favor, i.e. bullish movement, okay, and if you're in profit, then what you can do is start raising your stop losses. All right, guys, so that's my technical analysis on Sportsman's Warehouse and Duluth Holdings. Guys, that was my take on those two stocks and why I believe they're primed to rise. All right, so make sure you guys get in on those stocks because there could be a lot of profit to be made. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And of course, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any further uploads. Thanks, guys. I'll see you in the next video.